Hi everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Ministries. And today's virtue is compassion. Now compassion is sympathetic pity and concern for the suffering of others. Now our compassion should go beyond simple pity. Our compassion should come with action. And what I mean by that is we shouldn't just say, oh, I feel sorry for you. But we should help them if we are able and capable of helping in some way. And if nothing else, we can always pray for that person, because where we are insufficient, God is all sufficient. And he can step in and help out. So let's go through this. Why are we uncompassionate? And you can reference John chapter 9, verses 1 to 34 for great examples of extreme uncompassion and extreme compassion. Now, we are uncompassionate because we think people get what they deserve. If they hadn't done this, that, or the other, they wouldn't be in this mess. And you did it to yourself, therefore I have no compassion for you. You will get no pity from me. You will get no help from me, because you deserve it. We are uncompassionate because we care more about rules than we care about people. And unfortunately, this is a big one in the church. Now, the church has a big set of here's the do's and don'ts, and if you break them, we are not going to help you. If you're reckless with your money, if you commit adultery against your spouse, if you backslide, if you do this, that, and you broke our rules, therefore we have no compassion for you. We refuse to help you because you did not do what you knew was right. And then because of that, the church says, hands off, we're not helping. And it's not just the church, other people do it as well. We are uncompassionate because someone does not meet our standard. Now that's definitely not limited to the church. There are plenty of programs who say, you don't meet our criteria, we refuse to help you. And that can be a big problem. We refuse to help because others have betrayed us. Now, and once a person is betrayed, it's hard for trust to be built again. And unfortunately, others pay for that sin. When someone betrays another person, the person who is betrayed has trouble trusting anybody. And it's a big problem. And we're uncompassionate because, well, oh, you betrayed me, something bad happened to you, then I don't care. I have no compassion for you, you can go and suffer. We also have no compassion because we are apathetic. We just don't care. We don't care enough about people to try and help and feel bad for them. Feel some kind of pity because of what they're going through. Because it doesn't affect me, why should I care? Why do I bother? So how do we be compassionate? How can we step above these things? Well, first of all, we need to forgive. Now, Jesus tells a parable of a man who owed a great landowner a great deal of money. The man could not pay the landowner forgave him anyway. The same man goes out, finds a friend of his who owes him just a little bit of money, and starts choking him and throws him in the prison until he can pay the money. Now, this man, though he was forgiven a lot, wouldn't forgive at all. But we need to be more like the landowner. He was forgiving. Now, it doesn't mean we let everything go. It doesn't mean, there aren't consequences. What it does mean is that if we forgive these people, we release ourselves from the bitterness and the struggle about what this person did. And also, Jesus on the cross, he forgave those who were crucifying him, or asked the Father to forgive them at least. So when we forgive, it's hard to hang things over people. We need to put ourselves in their situation. If we were going through what this person was going through, how would we want to be treated? How do we want people to approach us? And when we put ourselves in another person's shoes, it helps us a little better to understand what's happening. We need, the needs of the others should outweigh the law, Matthew 23:23. Now, there are times when someone needs fed, and for some reason there's a law that says you're not allowed to feed them, but that person is hungry, you feed them. Now, I'm not talking about going out and stealing and things like that. I'm talking about helping regardless. Well, you shouldn't help that person because of this, that, or the other. Well, I'm helping that person because the need outweighs your laws, and a lot of times they are our own. And they're made up laws, especially it happens in the church, unfortunately. You shouldn't help that person because that person is in sin. We help that person because the love of Christ compels us to do so. And above all, if we want to have compassion, we need to love others more than we love ourselves. And I know that's a problem because we're great at loving ourselves. We're great at taking care of us. We're great at looking out for us. But we need to put others first, because that is the second greatest commandment. This has been 5 Minute Ministries, and I'll see you next time.